I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Are you talking to you? Are you talking to you? You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. Run.
Wow.
We got callers come. All right, it's gonna be a fair show tonight. It's not gonna be no yelling, screaming, talking all over each other. Niggas is just gonna be cooling out, debating on this shit. I know DMV's been going very hard right now. He's talking about, you know, Brandon King of the Dot and all. Like, I want to hear what niggas got to say about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta hear it.
Damn, I'm
got to.
Yeah, we have to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I see it on Twitter. I just want niggas to I just want to hear where everybody's coming from this shit. I actually seen it now. The Dizaster versus Hollow, we definitely did not get that shit enough credit for the battle. You know what I'm saying? That shit is fire, bro. I didn't realize how dope that shit was, B.
Right. When I realized, when I watched it and I said, you know what, this battle is fire, and then I knew what was gonna eventually happen and shit, I'm like, damn. It's like, damn, you really didn't even have to do all that. The battle was dope, and y'all sold the, you know what I mean, the 3 rounds off the 1 rounder. Organic, I don't know what you're doing, bro. Like, we can get to it, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Diz is just he's just like that dude to the point where it's like you can't stop this nigga from, you know what I mean? Like, you just can't control what he's doing. Like, I don't know. It just seemed like he get to go forever. It seemed like when he do some wild shit in the battle, everybody else got to calm down. Like, I don't know. I don't know, King of the Dot. That shit looked kind of shaky to me. Whatever.
It looks
that battle.
All right. Hold on. Before we even do that, DMV on, so we don't even got to start. You know, I'll start it.
Shit, I don't even. What's his
Shit, I know. Hold on. I'm looking for it right now. My bad.
What's your knife?
I got this shit I'm looking for right now.
Word, man.
Yeah, DMV been going hard. We gotta get him on.
DMV was tight. I'm gonna keep it real. DMV said niggas is in the sunken place. I mean, you know what? Probably. Caps ain't see get out yet. Caps, you gotta see get out, man.
Yo, DMV, text my phone, bro. Text my phone. Cause I see your number, but I'm not sure if it's him or not. And I don't want to get the wrong person on, then have to hang up on him and shit. Like, oh, I didn't mean to get you on. Like,
yeah.
I think I see him right here. But I'm not really sure if this is him or not. So he'll be on in a couple of seconds. Drizzy's gonna be calling up. I know Polo Ben wanted to come on. I said DMV, my nigga. I said DMV. Polo Ben wanted to come on, so I don't know if he's calling up tonight. I seen you tweet him and shit, so we'll see what's going on. I spoke to Polo earlier and shit. He was laughing about this shit. But they are killing me in the comments on YouTube. Jesus. This shit is crazy, and that was before I even seen the motherfucker. Y'all really ain't gonna fuck with me tonight if that's how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? Now that I've seen it, I'm like, whoa, man. It's like, wow, I don't even really see. This is crazy here. Let me get him on. God. Yo, DMV, check my phone. My fault. I should have had that shit ready and shit. What you thinking? My bad, but
DMV, man.
Who do you think won?
Yeah, see, that's a good question.
In the one
man, that shit is close, bro. The whatever little bullshit at the end of the side, man, that shit was dead close. That shit had me thinking, like, I thought Hollow was gonna, like, run away with the shit when I first watched it, because his first was fire, bro.
Yo, I'm dumb as hell. I'm sitting here looking at this nigga's number, and I know it's his number. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I still check anyway. I knew this was his number. Hold on. Yo, DMV. Okay. Yo, what up, bro?
What up, Kaz? What's happening?
Nah, DMV. Shut up, bag. Glad you called up to be you, Tony, bro. You'll be on later or whatever. So let's get into it, please. So let's talk about the battle. Let's just get right in. You saw Dizaster. Did you see the battle?
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw the whole battle?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
All right, so who you have winning? I'm gonna start from
there. Kind of hard to ask me who I have winning now, but I think I'm gonna edge it to Hollow. I'll edge it to Hollow. On two accounts. Yeah, well, no, not because of that. Not because of that. No. On two accord, because I actually thought Diz was doing some pretty dope stuff up there, actually. But then he kind of went on and started rambling and whatnot. I'm big on trying to at least keep it fair. At first, I wasn't even feeling Hollow. I wasn't even feeling Hollow's verses at first because his voice was whining early. It was whining early, but he really got into it and had some real clever stuff late. You know what I'm saying? I really thought the whole little angle. You even battled the host. You know what I'm saying? He had some good stuff later. So I thought his timing was better. I thought his timing was better and kind of how he approached the battle. I did think Diz had some dope material, you know what I'm saying? But then he started rambling and started going off script a little bit. When Hollow started complaining about the time, you know what I'm saying? I really thought that was the issue too, because once Diz got to about 650, shout out to Battle Rap Stats, put that out there. Once Diz got to about 650, Hollow started complaining, but Hollow had actually rapped or had his as far as stage time. By the time Diz had started rapping to about 6 minutes 50 seconds, then Hollow started kind of complaining, and I can understand why he's complaining because Diz spits fast, so he probably thought it was way more material and probably felt a little bit longer. But Hollow actually had about 7 minutes and 20 seconds of stage time at that point. But I can kind of get it. And then Diz kept going and going and going. And then then he kind of went real left, dropped the M-bomb, you know what I'm saying? And I really wasn't feeling it after that. So I don't have him losing, in that one round just because of that, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't contribute to my perception of the battle. So
all right, that's really why I was asking. Like, so I played a part in you picking who won and lost because you said that. Like is it? I don't know. Like, is it that serious? I don't know. Like you said that you want an answer from organic, or you're not gonna watch King of the Dot no more.
Yeah. Well, for me, okay. So I think as a consumer, right? I think as a consumer, regardless of the business model, whether it's battle rap, which I am a true free speech person. I'm not saying that we need to censor battle rap, but I do think because this is an enterprise, this is a sport, that there should be a few governing guidelines. You know what I'm saying? Just a few. I'm not saying we got to go all over the top with it. I know we do a lot of fictional things that are just totally outlandish that probably never could happen. You know what I'm saying? Lima Bean in the time machine, never gonna happen, right? I'm gonna shoot your grandmother in the face, never gonna happen. And I get it. I get those things. But as a black male in America, I think we have social norms that are accepted, and those that are not accepted. But we have fences in our day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? That we operate in. Now, if we're gonna say battle rap takes you out of that fence, takes you out of that entire scope, then we're living in a complete total world of fiction. We always say it's WWE. We always say it's turning to WWE. And Jim McMahon, shout out to the couple. I stopped watching wrestling a long time ago, but I guess sometime in the early 2000s, he had a scene with Booker T where he told him like, "What's up, my nigga?" You know what I'm saying? And I went and looked up stuff about that, and that went over like a fart in church. You know what I'm saying? It was it wasn't good for them as a company. I don't think even though we live in battle rap, we're half fiction, half truth. You know what I'm saying? We want the realest we can get, but once we get to that edge, I think there is an edge, and I think there is a line. I do think Diz has crossed that line one too many times for me. Him saying, he said it in the Iron Solomon battle. He said it on Cam when he was chasing the Alfie David dude. He said it in this, and I'm sure he's probably said it in other times. And I don't think it's his lane. You know what I'm saying? I don't think just as a Lebanese American, he's an American nonetheless, but and he's granted those freedoms of speech like everybody else, but your freedom of speech doesn't take away my ability or anybody's ability to voice their concern on how they feel when somebody uses some type of language that doesn't sit right with them. So in this instance, I think I think it was out of line, a little out of character. Did he, was he, folks said he was quoting he was quoting Lux. Yeah, I get it to a certain degree, but it still doesn't sit right. Yes, he's quoting or paraphrasing because he didn't actually quote Lux. He paraphrased.
It was a rebuttal slash freestyle. He did it. It was
correct. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah,
he responded to the Lux line. Like if Hollow doesn't sit down, that bar doesn't even get spit. I just want to be clear. So for niggas who didn't watch it, what's going on and shit.
It probably wasn't written. You're right.
Now, I was under the assumption, why I ain't telling you all. I was actually under the assumption that it was a written. Like I didn't know what the hell was going on. But now that I see, I'm looking at it differently. Go ahead.
And I understand that, but I think that should be the. I mean, like he could have went up to the line and just not crossed it. You know what I'm saying? He had it set up to use the phrase stand up niggas don't lean. He could have went up to the line because stand up something or blank, don't lean. Whatever he could have went close to the line, but I don't think he should cross the line. And I mean there's way deep. We just talking about the battle right now. And we haven't delved into the social ramifications and what put it here in the word.
Not even all that. Not yet. Now hold on. Mm-hmm. So how about when Jim said it?
Okay, so right now you're asking more so what do I think about Puerto Ricans, Dominicans,
or in all reality, basically yeah. Because I'm assuming this is why I should have asked you to the door. Like. Are we strictly talking about battle rap? Are we talking about just nigga period? So we're cool with KKK bars and people hanging bars, or like how does this work? Because I'm new to all of this shit. I grew up watching Grind Time, and so I know their style already and shit. To be honest with you, so I'm not I'm really not going crazy like how everybody else is. To be real.
Yeah. Okay. So for me
personally, here. So
for me personally, how I'll say in part how I was brought up and how I. At least taught my son is that, there's no place for, I'll say a Caucasian or a white male, white female, or variant thereof, those granted white privilege in this country or any country that matter. I mean, I've been to a lot of countries, man. I've been to a lot of countries, and there's different words for different people, and you can spot you can find the racism once you learn the language. But in this country, again, there's no variant that should be allowed to say that word. Now, when you brought up that one word, to me, it's the word. I understand we can have descriptive terms. We do. We talk about things. I mean, Pat Stay and other people have had, I would say, some of those bars that I felt were cringeworthy and thought that, that's a little inappropriate. And they've tried to paint pictures of certain things to where I thought was, I don't know if you're racist or not. Or are you just trying to gain an angle? I understand that they feel like they are in a position, right? The white rapper, I'll say this, the white rapper feels like they're in a position because the word cracker is probably thrown around. You white, you're not from the hood. They get punked. I mean, that's always a common angle that you could say. This white boy, such and such and such and such, right?
They don't really say white boys though. They say cracker and shit like honky and shit like that.
Yeah. So yeah, but okay, so yeah, they say the term cracker or whatnot, and I feel like they don't have an equal or what they may consider an equal response to that. So this kind of drives that push in a lot of whether battle rappers or just individuals in general. They don't have an equal word in which they can combat that type of pejorative. You know what I'm saying? That pejorative term that equates. But if you go backwards to that, and if somebody calls somebody a cracker, for instance. The word cracker and where it came from. I mean, white people created the word cracker to describe themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
not something. Okay. But I'm saying it's not. It did not start out as a pejorative term, a derogatory term in any manner. It started out as a way to describe a certain type or a certain class of people. And then over time, it kind of shifted. Not until like the 30s or 40s did it become a response to, in America at least, a response to, you know, the word nigger. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning, the word nigger, you know, being a derivative of Niger in Africa, you know, meaning black and all that kind of stuff, has always, from its root, has always been something as a negative description of black people from its beginning. So, you know, to say that those words are equal wouldn't be, I don't think it would be fair. Not in America, definitely. It's not a fair comparison. But I do understand the angst that some people go through because they're constantly, at least white rappers, are constantly dealing with that whole double standard. It is a double standard. It's a double.
All right, I hate to cut you off. See, the thing about it is that, like, so we're saying, all right, so they can't say nigga with an A or is it just nigga with an ER? Like, that's kind of where I'm really going with the shit.
I got you.
None of that shit. There is a hard line for me. NIGG period. I mean, you get close to that. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I can remember back in the day when Search from Third Base said, "You not my nooker" on a record, and I was like, "What?" I hit the pause. I was like, "What in the world? What are you saying?" The tape deck. I was bugged out. You know what I'm saying? I know he's Jewish or whatever, but I mean that was too close for me.
Yeah.
But people kind of give that pass. You know, they give people that pass, and I just don't think it's as a black man in America, man. We've done way too much for this country. You know what I'm saying? This country was built on our backs. You know what I'm saying? Underneath that word, that is Jim Crow in the flesh, and every day I hear it, I hear it used, and every day I hear it used outside of our community. And again, I'll go back to it being a double standard. I know this is a double standard. People will say you can use it, or so and so can use it, but they can't use it. And I understand the argument, but I would ask you this in the simplest terms before I get too deep in it. In the simplest terms. You got, let's say you have a, you have.
You know what? Hold on. Before we go there, there's one more thing before you even get off topic, and then we get other people and whatnot. Like, so, do you get offended if we say it to each other?
No, and again, now this is why I'll go into this why I don't get offended. One, again, it's been a part of my culture. You know what I'm saying? As growing up, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It was a part of my mom, my grandmoms, and probably before that. You know what I'm saying? It's been a part of my culture. I look at the word nowadays. People try to put all kind of euphemisms around, you know what I'm saying, or anagrams around it, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. They try to come up with a whole bunch of things to try to turn that word positive, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm lost on. Yeah.
And I get it. I've used it. I've tried. I went for a long time. I'll probably say 10 years without saying it. Not until probably about 4 or 5 years ago that I even started, saying it again. I don't know if it was battle rap or what, but I started saying it again. And I tried to stay away from it. And I actually, it was crazy. I've been sober for like 2 months of not saying it. From just talking to one of the dudes online saying, about the word in and of itself, and just trying to be a better person. My kids don't use the word. They never heard me ever say it. Period. And they don't use the word.
We getting kind of deep. DMV. I ain't gonna hold it. We getting kind of deep, my nigga.
No, I feel you. But hold on. Let me say this one thing, Cap. But the example I was gonna give you is that if you're a girl, you know what I'm saying, you got. Let's say you got a beautiful wife at home, right? You got a beautiful wife at home. If you walked in the house one day and was like, "Bitch, what you cooking?" Right? What's gonna happen?
Death.
What's going to happen? Black women in America. What's going to happen?
But here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that example is, I see battlers battle girls and they call them bitches all the time, and no one's going crazy.
No. Just being honest. I feel what you're saying, but what's going to happen? I'm saying this is going to be the closest real life example I can give you. I'm not saying in battle rap yet. I'm talking just real life.
Oh,
what's going to happen to you? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm not. All right. Well, we gonna argue and shit. I mean,
yep,
if
it's
she
gonna
get
be a
too
fight,
crazy
right?
with me.
Yeah,
Nah, we ain't
who
gonna
you
bitch
talking
fight.
to?
Nah, we ain't gonna have that.
It's gonna be a back and
Nah,
forth.
I've never put my hand, never ever put my hands with a female homie. Never ever got into
No,
right.
I'm saying I
walk off
she's
when
gonna,
that happens, bro.
She is going to argue with. She's gonna be like, "Who are you talking to?" She might even take her finger. And
we're gonna argue and shit. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but
okay.
if her best friend walks in, it'd be like, "Bitch, what you cooking? What's gonna happen?"
We're gonna argue. That's what I'm saying.
No. I mean, her best friend, female. Her best friend,
walking
female.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
What you said, Driz? Oh, we got. All right, what up, Driz? I was trying to get Driz on. That's why I was trying to cut you off a little bit. But,
I got it.
What's up, Driz? What's good? You missed a lot of shit though, but go ahead, Dan B. I was really trying to get Driz on.
But as Drizzy said when he jumped on the line, nothing's gonna happen. Why? Because there is a social norm, there's a social expected. There are things that you can say, or that she can say, that you can't say and will never say, unless it's gonna be a fight. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna fight for your life. Like you said, you ain't gonna put your hands on your girl or anything, but she gonna put her hands on you if you get too out of line with some words. You know what I'm saying? So that's the closest example.
Uh-huh.
That's the closest example. I'm just saying I can give you.
Already, like.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to build because it's like my thing about it is like, why is everybody having a heart attack over this one incident with Dizaster? Who's the Lebanese whatever. He said, nigga, when an actual white person on URL used it in a derogatory way, and nobody said shit. Prophet, everybody listening. If y'all don't believe me, this is when URL first started. Go and I didn't watch this recently. I noticed off the top of my head. Go watch Prophet versus Millennium L. He had a line. Crazy. He's a white boy, straight white boy. All right, he hood whatever, but he's a white boy. He battled fucking Millennium L. He has a black girlfriend. He has a black child, and he said something like, "This won't be the first time I shunned a nigger." Now that is a racist way of anything. And he's actually
how did his wife not smack the shit out of him when he said that? I don't.
No one said anything. When Moneybagg was Irish, and he's been saying nigga for years now. There's never been an issue. Jim DeCortez.
Moneybagg keeps getting thrown.
It really goes deeper than this shit. It really goes deeper than this shit because I don't really understand. If that's the case, I was like, so like, why are we so cool when Tay-Rock is calling Cortez a Mexican and got all these spick and span jokes? Why is it cool? Why is it? Is there so you're saying there's an unwritten law in battle rap for black people? Like, I'm trying to figure this out because that one word is not gonna make me lose sleep. I'm gonna be real. You're not saying that shit to me if you're not saying that shit to me in my face or on some slave shit like that, like that's not gonna make me go crazy, bro. And watching this battle, there's no way in fucking hell that's gonna dictate how I even judge this shit. Like, bro, you niggas like, oh man, I wish I had watched Grind Time, bro. Like that, absolutely racist shit, bro. I was more mad. What was more cringeworthy was when Iron Solomon was talking about Nakaia's daughter. That was more awkward to me than what this did, to be honest with you.
And Caps, we talked about it before, what we call the pedophilia bars or whatever, or anything that has to deal with those.
None of that shit. Get that shit the fuck up out of here.
Your daughter gonna suck my dick. Like, we've been there. Arsenal, Tay-Rock, we've been there. So how come no one is, like, my thing about it is this. Like, this is what I was trying to tell you on Twitter. I was fucking with you, but my thing is be consistent. I have no problem if you all gonna be consistent. But I'm not with that picking and choosing shit, bro. I know white people from the hood. I know Arabs from the hood. I know, like, it's not like that everywhere. I swear to God, it's not, bro. I swear to God.
Cap, let me ask you this.
You can't say what you saying and then say Arabs, man. That shit is derogatory as a motherfucker, bro. Like, that shit is wild.
We're talking about different races, though. I don't know when the fuck these niggas battle rap that's so sensitive. I'm really lost at this shit here. Like, I'm being dead ass. That's what they're
I mean, I just think
how the fuck that shit. Hip-hop wearing the Confederate flag, that was more like, yo, what the fuck? Honestly, than Dizaster doing. I've heard him say it in the Iron Solomon battle, who's white. He said it when he battled Arcane. Matt was standing right next to him, like, no one, I don't know that. Yeah, but hey, I think
Yeah.
did so.
I mean,
go ahead, bro.
I mean, my thing is this. I just don't. I don't like the idea that. I don't like the idea these false choices. Let's get some of these false choices out the way. Like, oh, if y'all not gonna whoop this ass, you can't say nothing. Or if we're not gonna be mad when everybody gets called, whatever, then we can't be mad at this. I just think that's a false choice. Like, I get to be mad at this shit.
How?
Like,
but
black
how?
people,
But no
black people out here dying.
So
niggas is out here dying on camera, getting called. Like, like,
he's white. Prophet is a Caucasian and said it. And he said it's like
bro,
the first time my son.
If you hadn't told me about that battle, I wouldn't have knew about it. I'm gonna keep it dead real. And to me, like, everybody's throwing money bags out there. Clearly, when you watch it, you see a guy who, for wherever he's from, whatever hood he's from, probably has a pass to say it and is slipping up in his round saying the shit. It's been addressed. It's not like
let's stop right there. My only
Diz said that shit and he beat his chest. He basically called everybody, put like, what y'all gonna do about it? And then went on Twitter and continues to rant about this shit. And besides that, and I brought this shit up last show, I see Diz's tweets all the time. Yeah, he was like, yo, what y'all gonna do about it? Like, so what? Like, and like what? Like this, like, look.
He was talking about when he was talking to Mark 1.
Yeah, when he's talking to Mark 1 and on Twitter when everybody was coming out on him, like, yo, what the fuck y'all gonna do about it? Like, there's no contrition, and I feel like he did that shit, and he did that shit for shock value too. That's even worse. Like, you did that shit so you could get a reaction. Now you getting a reaction, and you standing up in that shit. Like, he sometimes, man, like Diz, I don't think. Okay, so for me to call Diz racist, I feel like I have to know a little bit more about him. But it's a pattern of behavior that doesn't absolve him from the shit. Like, I don't know how I can really defend him. I can't really absolve the shit. But at the end of the day, look, battle rap doesn't have many rules. But this is the culture that we created out of our shit that comes out of white supremacy. Hip-hop itself comes out of the backdrop of no privilege of white supremacy, of all this bullshit. If it's going to be one rule in this motherfucker, that got to be the one. Shit. I feel like we could all run down a list of rules. We would all pick that one. White guys. Don't say nigga. He's really gonna get somebody ass whooped. That's what's gonna happen. Somebody gonna get their ass whooped.
Okay.
You feel me?
I'm trying to find out if that's what we're doing right now.
We gotta put our foot down somewhere, man. Somewhere. I'm not saying beat his ass. I'm just saying like this. Like I said before to you, Caps and shit. Like to me, back in the day when niggas first started doing the pocket check, I'm like, somebody need to get their ass whooped. Like, I can't believe niggas is really doing pocket checks. Like, that shit is crazy disrespect. I live in the Bronx. You do that shit outside, somebody will cut you bad. Like niggas will whoop your ass. So, but then I look up in battle rap after Silk started doing it, I'm like, damn, it's crazy. Next thing I know, years later, Sharon is fucking doing it. So what's it to say that years from now, motherfuckers is gonna be talking with like Diz and shit? They're gonna be looking at Diz, they're gonna see that we not reacting in a certain way, and then next thing I know, they sit here and they talk about, oh, well, we can say it because last time when Diz said it, y'all ain't do shit.
Nothing happened.
So
nothing happened.
As fans, what are we supposed to do? I'm seeing niggas say we supposed to boycott KOTD and don't watch no more Diz. Like, what do y'all think? What are we supposed to do?
Drizzy, that's a false choice, bro. That's another one. We don't gotta boycott shit. We just tell a nigga, don't say that. I don't want you to say that. That is uncomfortable to us or whatever, right? And all of us not in the same camp on it. But if I'm Diz, why would you want to even incite that? You're bringing unnecessary attention to yourself. It's not good attention. It's not. I can't see him doing that on the smack stage. That's not going to happen at We Go Hard. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Tony bro, I got a question. My fault, baby. I got a question. Is that more disrespectful, Dizaster, from 11, whatever, bro? Y'all know whatever he is. Bro, is that more disrespectful than what J. did to the white boy when he threw the pants in his face and shit? I'm just trying to see the levels of disrespect that we going with here. I be looking at shit like there's some real wild shit going on that
Stone Cold
I don't know,
the nigga in the battle and all
Hey,
Stone Cold
hold on.
That's hilarious, by the way.
Hold on.
What Diz did worse than that is the question.
Let me, Caps, you got to put it, you have to put it in perspective. You have to put it in
we gotta
perspective.
choose what's worse.
I'm just asking because y'all are battle rap fans and we all have different opinions.
I'm gonna say
I'm trying to feel where
it's
y'all
not the
are
same way. I feel like that's a false level of my choice, bro.
I've seen dumbfounded battle, what's it, Flow, and he had all kinds of bars about niggas eating fried chicken and collard greens, and there's all kinds of shit. And the shit didn't bother me, bro. That's why I'm trying to, like, I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm trying to see how, like,
it's a white dude. It's a white dude named running around calling himself Monkey Man, and nobody talks about it.
Shit, Shaka was about to. It's a video of Shaka about to whoop his ass. Like, I don't play none of that shit. Like, there's a video online of him trying to.
A long time doing that. A long time.
Where though?
He inboxed me and I flipped on him and shit. I told him he was corny as hell and I blocked the nigga. He wanted me to fucking do a blog on him.
Bruh.
Like, I'm trying to figure this shit out. I've seen Martha Manager. He's a grind time battle. He was dead ass rapping to a black dude. He called him boy. Number one, and for the record, to me, boy is way worse than nigga. Like, y'all, that's why I'm tripping. Y'all can worry about nigga. Let's say boy.
Come on,
Cap. Come on, man. Cap.
Come on, what?
There is no
boy
word.
Is fucked up.
There is no word in the English language that is comparable.
Let's be clear here because y'all are saying Cap. I don't think y'all understand where I'm even coming from with this. Y'all are looking at this shit like it was racial. It was a derogatory statement, right? I just want to be clear. Both of y'all is.
What? Hold on. What's a derogatory statement? The nigga is out the mouth of any other person than another black person is derogatory, and it's the worst word that they could ever choose. Period. In this country.
Why would you?
Never mind, bro. That guy. Never mind.
But they're Puerto Rican, those same people, different boats.
That's not.
But look.
The black brown experience in this country is totally different, man. The black and brown experience in this country historically is different than any other person, and I include the Dominicans. I include Puerto Ricans. I include all of them. And I'm not saying that they are all black, but they all are of African descent. Now somebody's gonna say, well, we're all from Africa, blah blah blah, whatever. That is a corny argument. I'm saying that. I'm saying that black-brown connection is there and has always been there. And if you look at what the Spaniards did when they came to America, the same way they did us, the same way that they did them, it is a parallel that is there. So it's not the same.
Yo, my nigga, I swear to God, this shit is. I do not be thinking about all that shit when I seen that shit. Yo, Driz, what's your thoughts after hearing all this shit? Let me hear where you coming from. You still there?
Driz went to the sunken place. Driz, where you at, bro? I don't know.
Now hold on, Tony. You gotta hold on, bro. Hold on. I want to have a good debate here, bro. Hold on. I got you, but hold on. Yo, Driz ain't even on. All right. Hold on. I want to get different callers on. I don't want to just be us.
Yeah. I can get. I got a few.
I got a couple.
I got. Me too. I got a couple from Twitter and shit. I can do it if I can do that. Yeah. 973-988.
Okay, Jersey.
973-988.
Yo, what up, Caps? Nick.
Get it up, my nigga. What's good, man? Oh, hold on. Whoa. Let me not even say that. What up, my G? I don't know what his nationality is. My bad. What up, my G?
Show from Patterson. Huge fan of battle rap and watching it my whole life. So I just want to discuss.
What part of Patterson you from?
I'm from the west side of Patterson. So
pretty much. So you know about you know about PLO and all that around there and shit. You said
yeah.
But
that's South Patterson, so that's huge.
That's South Patterson.
Still on everything there, yeah. So I just wanted to talk about it because I grew up in Patterson my whole life, and the N-word is used prevalently by everyone. You know, whether they're Middle Eastern, Bengali, Hispanic, and you know, usually you don't have, you know, if you're from the hood, you know that word is used, but not in a derogatory way. And I've been watching battle rap. I won't lie, when Diz did say it, I felt kind of uncomfortable watching it because of the way he said it, pounding his chest, everything.
You know what question
for him,
I think forced. You say it.
Yeah,
I
think.
Hold on. What was it? The word? Take away the. I'm trying to take away the Black Lives Matter part. That's what made it look racist.
Yeah.
But if he didn't go to that degree, the Black Lives Matter, would you still feel the same way? I just want to be clear. Because I really look at it as a rebuttal.
So here's the thing. I totally disagree with a lot of the things he's saying, Caps. You can't compare the use of the N-word with anything else, whether it's calling someone a cracker, anything. I think the use of the N-word is totally different than anything else in any language, any country, anywhere else. And for Diz, I don't think he can. Here's the thing. I don't think Diz can go on Twitter and defend himself and be like, if you got a fucking problem with me saying it, do something about it. Like that's the part that I have biggest issue with it. And I can't say
yeah, but
right
hold on. I'm not even trying to go that far yet. Let's stick to the whole nigga like let's stick here. This is where we at, you know what I'm saying? So the thing that's fucking me up is like you just said in West Patterson, like Middle Eastern, everyone said it. But now you're saying when you say it, it's only a bad thing. No. What I'm saying is that if you say it, you say in the confines of the people you rock. If let's say I grew up with black people. Some of my best friends are black and whatnot, right? I say in front of them, but I'm not gonna go out and go somewhere else and just use a word if I know other people don't rock with it. Like there is that level of respect that you have to have. You know, you have to know going anywhere else. I'm not a black person, right? So I'm not gonna go around to another hood and just be like, fuck it, I get a pass wherever I go. That don't work like that. It does not work like that.
Exactly.
I think that's what the problem is, right?
What's your nationality?
I'm from Bangladesh, so Bengali. It's a huge, small country by India. Huge population. Pretty sure you know, Tony Roy. You're from. You say you're from Bronx. Huge Bengali population there.
Yeah.
So,
nah, you're right.
Yeah.
Big upstate.
So I feel like, you use it in the confines of the people you're around. That's it. But I would never go out and use it anywhere else if I don't got that pass. Like that's where I think the problem lies. And you hear people say, "Oh, but I think one of the big things is, with like you said, with Diz, he's used it before. He did it in the Iron Solomon battle, and he didn't get as much flack back then as he did for now, like using it against Diz. But I think it's more the way he said it, like pounding his chest, and then him trying to defend it. Like there's no way to defend it, no way at all. You can't defend it. So
all right.
Like I said, I posted on Facebook, about like 15-20 minutes ago, saying that I'm a Bengali from Patterson. What do you guys think of non-blacks using the word if they're from the hood? And there was a lot of there's been mixed reactions. Some people are like, if it's not derogatory, it's fine. Other people are like, if I hear it, I'm gonna, knock your teeth out and shit like that. But, I just want to know, how do you guys feel in terms of if you're from the hood, if you grew up around everyone, you get that pass from the hood. How do you feel about using that word in your hood yourself, around your boys, whatever it is? Or do you guys feel like that word shouldn't be used unless you're black or Hispanic?
I mean, to me, ideally, it would be nobody use that shit, not even us, but that shit is just in the lexicon, like, that shit is passed down like generational poverty, you feel me? So, But the thing is that I know white boys that from around the way that, we grew up together and shit like that, like struggled together, like my mama know they mama and shit. So them saying it, I'm taking that as different. But that same person, if they go to the east side of Rochester, they not even going to go there because they don't got that pass runs out. You feel me? So it's not even a thing.
I get you.
And to be honest with you, I've never had to have this type of conversation with those white people. It's never come up with them.
Okay. Let me ask a question, Tony. Let me ask a question right quick. Well, I've heard this. I've heard this online, and I just heard the caller from Patterson say, and Tony say it, is that why are we capitulating to the fact that you have to have a hood for the word to be used? I mean, we're acting like this is something that is an inner city thing. That is, are we using the term hood just to truly mean your neighborhood? Most times folks say this. They're talking about an inner city, a certain struggle. What does that have to do? What does that have to do with me or my children that don't have no struggle or what have you?
Right.
That doesn't change anything. I don't know why we're
I understand
a lower socioeconomic class versus the skin color. This has nothing to do with class. It has everything to do with the human being that you are or are not or were not considered. You know what I'm saying? So
I do.
I go down.
I mean, I think those.
St. Louis right now, it's crazy. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Caps.
Go ahead, Caps.
Now go ahead, Cole. I want to kind of rotate and get a whole bunch of different people on. Go ahead. So
word.
Yeah.
Maybe I got mad.
Go ahead, bro.
I mean,
that it's no, you're right. No, you're right. But I think what it is that you grow up. Like I've grown up, and it's been in my vocabulary since I've been young. Right? It's in your vocabulary. You grew up with the people, and when you're younger, right? Until you get to a certain age, you don't realize what that word means. You're just using it just because your boys are using it. Everyone uses it, and then you start to understand what that word exactly means and where it came from and everything like that. But I think the big difference is you're using it with your boys, whatever, and if they're cool with it, that's fine. But I think you still have to be respectful enough to know, okay, I'm not going to step outside of my boundaries, outside of my inner circle of people that I'm using it with, and think that I can use it anywhere else. I think that's the big issue.
All right, go ahead. Who was that?
Man, that was me, man. Let me say it like this, man. This happened to me in high school. I have close white friends. I had a close white friend, one of the coolest dudes I know. Still friends to this day. He said it on the basketball court in probably the most politest of manners. He caught a 2 days in about 45 seconds of shuffling, and after that, we had a long discussion.
Right.
And 2 days later, we made up, and then he understood my pain. You understand? He understood my pain. There's nothing that's going to ever, just like when you're growing up. If you say a bad word, what happened? Your mom smacked your mouth. It doesn't mean that just because some way, shape, or form you were brought up a certain way, when you're cognizant enough, when you're self-aware that you realize that this word means this, I shouldn't be saying that. That's when you need to make a change. And like Tony said, in the ideal world, I would have never said it, or I wouldn't even say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to break myself from saying the word all over again. You know what I'm saying? It's not a pass just because someone allows you to do it and you know it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's where your integrity lies. You know what I'm saying? That's where your personal integrity lies. You can't pawn it off because somebody allowed you to do it. That makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. I understand it. I understand what you're saying, but it's
no.
Yeah,
not,
you're right. It's not really like, to be honest with you, DMV, like I'm listening to you and I have to feel how old are you, DMV?
Come on, man. I can't put my government out
right,
there.
you know what you are.
Old enough to be in.
Tony knows. But go ahead.
I mean, I hear where you're coming from, but I know it's not like that everywhere. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to shit like nobody saying at all, period, which I agree. I don't feel like anybody should say it. Like, I'm lost that I say it too, but it's just like, I don't see how we turn it from a negative to a positive and we still even cool with that. I think if niggas should be mad, like we should kind of be mad at ourselves for even keeping the word alive. We should have killed this shit back in the day, but we somehow managed to make it, and now it's still here. So I'm lost. But yo, stop right there. Yo, caller, I'm gonna hold it real quick, DMV. Yo, caller, good looking for calling up. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate you and shit.
All right.
Keep tuning in, and we'll get you back up there.
Yeah,
definitely. My G.
All right.
I'm gonna get you up here, man.
Word up, man. Word up, man.
Okay, hold on, bro. I want to get a whole bunch of other people on. I don't want to just make it a one panel thing all night and we just saying the same thing over and over again. I want to hear what random dudes are saying tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
We got a lot of callers on. This shit is lit. Man.
Hell yeah. This shit is lit. Jesus. All right, so
I can appreciate homeboy being honest. You know, thanks for being honest.
He kept it G.
Talking to you. You ready? Talking to you.